Okay, are we recording? I think we are. Yep. All right. So next one, this is going to be an interesting question because it's going to lend itself to creating a helper function, which will allow you to think through it much quicker. So we're finding the first non-repeating character in a string. That is the first character we run into in the string that only occurs one time in the string. Okay. Uh, This is saying if all the characters do repeat themselves at least once, well, repeat themselves at least twice, then we want to return a space. All right. Keep in mind that a space might be um, a non-repeating character that's in there as well. Okay. So we're going to write this in two pieces. First, we're going to write a function that takes a string in and a character and tells us how many times that character appears in the string. All right, so this guy is going to be return an int, count occurrences. Did I spell that right? This guy's going to take in a string S and a char C. And we want to find out how many times the character stored in C appears in the string S. So let's go ahead and write this one. All right, so we'll say int count is equal to 0. We haven't found a match yet. All right, we're going to go through every element in our string. Each time through, we'll ask a question. If our string at the current position okay, so we'll ask the question if the current character we're looking at matches the character we're looking for, then we'll say count plus plus. Ultimately, we'll return count, the number of times we found that character in that string. All right. So now we're able to go, since we have this helper function, we're able to go and write another function, really um, our first guy. So we should be returning a character. Let's call this find first non-repeating in a string. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and have our normal loop. If I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot length, I plus plus. All right, so we're going to go through, and for each character we run into, we're going to call count occurrences, and if it gives us only a 1, we're going to go ahead and return that character. So if count occurrences of s at bucket I is equal to a 1, that means we have found a character, the first character, that does not repeat. Right? Because we're supposed to find non-repeating. Yep. All right, so if it's equal to a 1, then we want to go ahead and return s at bucket I. If we've checked every single character in the string and we never found one that doesn't repeat, they said we're supposed to return a space. So here's our find first non-repeating. Call this guy char answer. Let's all right, so if I pass it hello world, something like that, we see that H only occurs one time, so we should see H come out of this guy. Oh, these are parentheses, not brackets. Occurrences. Oh, count occurrences takes two pieces of information. It takes the string itself and the character we're looking for. Count occurrences takes the string and a char. Okay, so sorry, I had to pause the recording there for a second. In any case, given this example, H is the first letter that does not repeat. All right, so let's go ahead and now add, let's just make E the first letter that doesn't repeat. Test that out. There's E. We'll go ahead and have E repeat now. We'll have O repeat now. Um, we'll have all of them repeat at least once. All right, so now we should get a space out of this one, which we actually won't be able to see. So let's go ahead and just say highlighted. That way we'll see nothing after it. So return, there's answer followed by nothing. That's our space. But in this case, it actually found a real space that didn't repeat. If I go ahead and take that off, it should still return a space, since that was what we did. If we got to the very end and didn't find any character that didn't repeat, we would return a space. So there's our space again. All right, I'll see you in the next video.